Since January 1960, there have been 53 games between these clubs. Western Suburbs have won 25, Canterbury have won 24, drawn 4. At Belmore, there have been 24 games, Canterbury have won 15, Western Suburbs 7, drawn 2. Here come Canterbury, and let's have a look at the full side. It's Greg Brentnell, Tony Armstrong, Andrew Farrer, Peter Mortimer, Steve Gearan, Gary Hughes, Steve Mortimer, Stephen Folkes, Jeff Robinson, Chris Mortimer, Taz Batiri, Pat English, Mark Brennan. The coach, Ted Glossop. At Western Suburbs now, this is their full side. Wayne Smith, Michael Pinkerton, Steve Anderson, Ross Cromlin, Warren Boland, Terry Lamb, Greg Cox, Michael Duke, Paul Merlot, George Fard, Terry Leabeater, Arthur Mountier, Tom Arbour, coach Terry Fernley. Referee Mr. John Gosha. Western Suburbs kicking off, running from left to right. Canterbury receiving the ball. The white uniform with the blue. Brentnell gets a bit of a serve after the kick. The referee says play on. Wayne Smith has it and kicks for touch. Barry Ross on the sideline.
Perfect conditions down here for football, Rex. There is a slight wind, and Canterbury captain Gary Hughes won the toss and decided to run against the wind in this first half, so it's a northeasterly wind favouring Western Suburbs.
Well, West, after that little kicking duel in possession, Wayne Smith has it. Midway between the halfway and quarter, Boland. Taken high there by Chris Mortimer, who's playing in number 10 in the second row. Canterbury have had a horrendous injury situation, lost a number of first-grade footballers, but I was pleased to see Peter Casillas back in reserve grade after knee surgery, and whether it was his match back, I don't know, but he went quite well. Conlon looking for support, couldn't get a pass away. The referee is going to play that as not a knock-on. Smith in possession. Long pass out there from Cox. Michael Duke tackled about 5 yards short of the halfway line. This is going to be fed by Cox. That's a very clean heel to Arthur Mandy, but the penalty's gone against Western Suburbs. Incorrect feed. A bit slow with the signal there, John Gosha. It'll be slow and sure, I guess. Brentnell of the big kick will take this left-footed for the popular side of the ground. That low trajectory punt he does, a drop punt really. I notice with interest a lot of other fullbacks are emulating that too, as well as he's leaping for the ball to take bombs. Now Canterbury. Robinson. That was a tackle that was a little bit high, and referee saying to Leabeater, keep him down, keep him down. Wasn't a stiff arm. Gary Hughes. Brennan, he's a player I haven't seen much of. Beautifully taken by Wayne Smith, but he's tackled about a yard or two out from his line. Boland. Couldn't make any ground. And with Farrer the tackler. Leabeater, caught by one leg. Only about 3 yards out from the line. Western Suburbs with George Fard. For Merlot, only 10 yards out with the last tackle coming up. Cox elects to kick. He's kicked into the open spaces, and the ball's beautiful. Oh, and it was Duke there. Couldn't retain possession. That's offside or knock on. The referee can take his pick. Yes, he's gone for the offside and holding too. But Duke takes that. He's going to certainly be up around the quarter. He was travelling, and Gearan will attempt the kick at goal. Gearan midway between the half and quarter, West's end. He's about 18 metres in from the sideline. There's the stat, 45 from 70, 64.3 success rate. He stuck that away to the left, hooked it slightly, and two West players collide. Boland has it. And beautifully picked off there by Farrer. Good diving tackle. Lamb. Merlo. Canterbury forwards up very quick in defence. Mountier still with that nose guard on. Lee Beater. 13 yards out from his line. Cox calls for it. Elects to get a kick in, and it's much too big. About 2 yards. Wrong serving player of the Canterbury side, who I believe is retired, Stan Cutler, and came up with some mammoth number of games for the club, Barry Ross.
Yes, well over 200. Very close to the record that Chris Anderson would have broken.
There's a gap, and Stokes has run right into the middle of it, up to the quarter, and a beautiful tackle from behind by Conlon. That just opened up there. There was no reason for him to get through there. Just went straight through the middle of the gap. Gary Hughes, little chip over the top. There could be a try here to Steve Mortimer. Pulls it out of the air. Beautiful. Fair try. And exactly what you expect from this Canterbury side, who continue to keep the ball alive. A great run from folks led to this. Mortimer was onside, pulls it out of the air beautifully, and caught the Western Suburbs defence well and truly napping. From head on, Wayne Smith should have been standing deeper. Fullback should not be in the line. And Mortimer had an easy passage and did it well. Here in 13 yards in from the sideline, 4 yards inside the quarter. Kicking into the breeze. He's hooked that again. Struck it very badly, and it's well away. So the score remains Canterbury 3, West 0. Conlon drives it deep. It's going to go over the dead ball line. Is it? No. Did Brentnell touch that? The referee judges did not do a touch it. He lays one tackle, unloads out to Armstrong. Armstrong's got a bit of pace and gets it away nicely there too. They're just about 8 yards outside the Canterbury quarter. And it looked as though the ball was going to go dead. Good run from Brentnell to clear it away. Now Canterbury coming back, the crowd loving this. Robinson, they always rise for Robbo. That long hair. Now, I think he's had the ball stolen from him. That won't please his fans. Tom Arthur. Just looking for a big game from this lad, Barry.
Yes, and he's been out for some time with a knee injury. He did come back last week in reserve grade and forced his way on the top side.
All right, well now the penalty's been awarded to Western Suburbs for stealing the ball on the tackle. And Cox elects to kick for touch. Results of the earlier matches: reserve grade Canterbury 27, West 21. Exciting game. Third grade Canterbury 14, Western Suburbs 19. On the blind side, Merlo showing the ball. And a net loss of about 2 yards. Back on the quarter line. Cox. Fard. Strong, aggressive running young forward.
Yes, and a welcome from his former teammates, being a Canterbury player last year, Fard.
Lamb steps, only just tripped legally by Tasbatiri with a dive. Mountier, Fard. Arthur Mountier is a very good dummy half. He's a good passer of the football. There's a Cox kick. It's gone high in the air. Who's got it? And over the dead ball line. It was lying there for a long while, inviting somebody to land on it. And just lay there for quite a long while. I think that West play was impeded in the end goal, but the referee judged it not to affect the run of play. Not such a long drop kick. Lamb takes it. At the halfway line, midfield, English, one of the tacklers. Merlo. Developed this habit now of catching the ball and then extending his arms straight out. I think it's supposed to be half a dummy. Pass from Lee Beater to Merlo looked marginally forward. Mountier. Taylor comes along the line to Lamb. Steps. Robinson there to crack him to the ground. Cox. Oh, that's a shocking pass. It's on the ground. Who's gone for it? Michael Pickerton had to dive back for it. He's the replacement for Stevie Broughton, who is a casualty in this game. Canterbury lead. A try to Steve Morton. Come up with a scrum win here. Brentnell, Gary Hughes. There a lot of crisscross work, not much forward progress. As Brentnell comes up with it again, about 4 passes taken and given, and no ground gain. Gary Hughes. Little dummy. Casbatiri, really high work rate, this fellow. Steve Mortimer, Gary Hughes. And another one of the Mortimer clan. Hear them screeching out the West players. What's that dummy half as English ran from there? Steve Mortimer, little grubber kick through. He's been impeded. That'll be a penalty probably. It will. See it again. Steve Mortimer comprehensively interfered with. Mountier actually charged the yard to get to him. I'm not so sure Conlon was set on impeding his progress. Brentnell's kick a very good one, 11 yards out from the west line. Batiri back inside nicely there to Mortimer. Chris English is a dummy half. This good bustling run from Brennan.
Batiri is the injured Canterbury player.
Well, here's Robinson charging like a wounded buffalo. He's only 5 yards out. Batiri receiving treatment as Barry has mentioned. Gary Hughes. Nobody to pass to that way. Let's try the other way. Back to Folks, then to Hughes. That pass looked a little bit marginal. Still 5 yards out from West line. Steve Mortimer, Gary Hughes, the dummy, still going, gets his pass away nicely to Brentnell. Last tackle, look for a bop. There's a little chip over the top by Steve Mortimer, and he effects a good tackle there to keep West in there in goal on Terry Lamb. So Canterbury, by that ploy, get the ball back from the line dropout, unless of course West can rubber it over the sideline or force an error. Wayne Smith with not a terribly impressive drop kick. Armstrong midfield. Gone right through the middle. He'll score. It's easy. Right through the middle. Chris Anderson would have liked to have scored that one himself. That's the replacement. Oh dear, Western Suburbs. That was awful. See it again. He's a former West player. He's gone between two of them. Oh, it was like a giant, the parting of the water in the Red Sea. From head on, just watch how large this gap yawns. Chops it behind. It's shoveled onto Armstrong. Now he switched. Look at this. Bless my soul. Canterbury a very handy lead, 8 points to 0.